Hello there.
Hello and welcome to the Brickfreaks. The last year ended with 2 Star Wars UCS sets, and the new year begins with a Star Wars UCS set. Happy New Year for all our viewers. Thank you for watching and the support in all the years. Welcome to 2024. This is BD-1 from Mould King, or they call it here on the instructions and on the box they call it DB1. Perhaps they don't want any stress with Disney or with Lucasfilm. Here's the instructions. For over 3,000 parts are relatively small instructions. Model is number 21052 and they say they used 3012 pieces here. So this is a mock, normally from Uncharted Fabrications. I don't know if it is a stolen mock or not. You have 2 links in the video description. One goes where you can buy the set from one of the best sellers in the world, my opinion. And the other goes to the replicable account of Uncharted Fabrications, where you can buy the original instructions for, I believe, $22. There's a link. He has 10, 12 other Lego sets. Star Wars sets, take a look. And if you can afford it, because the set is relatively cheap, if you can afford it, then buy the instructions from Uncharted Fabrications. If you are able to support him, then support him. I believe he's happy if he sells a few more instructions. Okay, let's go through. Here we have normally the UCS sticker, and the fun fact is the set is called DB1, but for the sticker they made the original BD1. No additional information, no height, weapons or technique that's normally on these stickers here, and I love that. I want to know how big or how tall is BD1. I don't know. He's from for all the people who are asking, Frank, in which movie out of which movie is that? It's not of a movie, it's not of a TV series, it's from a computer game of EA. It's called Jedi Fallen Order, and this is the droid of the main character. He has a lot of adventures with the main character, Cal Kestis. I don't know if it's pronounced right or if I'm right. It is 3 years ago I played this game, at least. Okay, so now we have him here. 3,000 pieces. The original mock has 200 less, and Mould King cheated here in some points. For a 90-degree blade, corner blade, they used a 2 and a 1 instead of a corner blade. Or for a 4 length, they used a 3 and a 1. So it's easy to get over 3,000 pieces, 3K, but it's cheating and it's not so good for the stability. It doesn't change, I believe, anything here, but overall that's not a good thing to use more parts for less stability, only to have a higher number here on the instructions in the box. Okay. The width here is exactly 24 centimeters. The height of this set is, the head is around 47 and the antennas is around 55. I said 56 in the German, but it's 55. And here the head is 25, but here the feet are a little bit before the head, but here the head is a little bit behind the joint here. So the overall depth of this set is around 22.5 centimeters. But I believe the factor you want to know is the height, because he need not much space here. He need some space in the vertical department. Okay, instructions. At least 2 mistakes, perhaps a third one. 2 times the same mistake. You build something, you use slopes, 2 pair of slopes, and in the next building step there's only 1 slope, and on the free stud you have to place a plate. And that's correct. So you have overall 2 or 4 slopes you don't need. You apply them, and in the next step you remove them. So that's in the legs here or in the feet. And I was really surprised that it was 2 times on both sides. Another thing was I built something and I was pretty sure it's exactly like in the instructions, and I put it here and it was mirrored. I have to flip it. It's no problem at all, but I'm pretty sure. I'm not totally sure. Sometimes I'm a little bit messed up in the brain. I'm an old guy. I'm building a lot. I have a lot of family around me while building, so I'm not always really sure about the things, but 2 times at least with the slopes, and perhaps 1 where you have to flip it. The rest is okay. The instructions is a normal Mould King instructions. Not the best, not the worst. No problem. Okay. The assembly, we have 8 building steps. It took me around 9.5 to 10 hours. The assembly, you've seen the pictures. It's not boring, but it's that what I expected, I want to say. It's that what you expect. 2 times the leg. Here the stand is relatively high and really massive and stable. It is what you expect. When you see this and you build it, you see, okay, that's what I expected. That is it. Okay. Piece quality is okay. It's Go Bricks. No problems at all. White is white, red is red, black is black. We have no color inconsistency in the colors. So all the white pieces have the same white, like mostly from Go Bricks. Design-wise, here the feet. They often fell down from the leg. They are only connected with 2 studs to the leg. And if you place it here or you want to place it a little bit different, the 2 studs are not enough. So bring it in this position where the round blade here is slightly above this. And here you can push a little bit down to prevent sliding forward. And so everything fits together. If you move it a little bit up or down, perhaps the connections to the leg goes away, or these quarter circle blades here, if you come against them a little bit, they go off. So this is not so good designed with only 2 studs for the relatively big and heavy feet to the connection to the leg. So that was the only thing I was really a little, no, not the only thing, but it was a thing I was a little bit angry. Other thing is this blade here in the back. If you build it, it's really wobbly, because it's 2 parts, you bring them together, and the 2 parts are only connected with 2 or 4 studs over this length. It's not so good connection. I used another blade inside to connect it. There's plenty of room. Use a 2x4, a 2x6, a 2x10, 2x8, doesn't matter, to get a stable connection, because you want to press this on here, and without the additional blade it's a little bit wobbly and it wants to go apart. Sorry, I'm still a little bit sick from the COVID. Okay, functions, yeah, not much. We can move the antennas, the ears. We can rotate the head in 360 degree. so that's no problem. You can move this up and down a little bit, not too much. This here, the neck is stable, and normally, or it's intended, you can move here, it's turntables inside, you can rotate this 360 degrees, and here we have the Technic joints. But the thing is, if you don't have the feet in that position, or you have to have the feet in that position to really, that is stable and nothing breaks apart. But when the position here is static, because if you move it, it falls apart. So if you leave it in that position, then the angle here is always the same, and normally you don't need a joint here. It's inside, it's nice. Theoretically, I could put this here from the stand and move it a little bit, but it will fall apart. Another thing is the upper leg here. On one side, it disconnected 2 or 3 times during assembly. At one point, it's only connected, the upper part and the lower part, with 4 studs. And if you bring a little bit force to the side, the 4 studs are not enough. So like here with the 2 studs, the 4 studs here perhaps can disassemble. Another thing is, you see here the golden flowers inside, and the upper ones and the lower ones should be connected with these here. I don't know, is this hose or something like that? And they are molded with heat, and they always want to go back into their molded form. And so you have to bend them here in this position or something like that, so really around, and that doesn't work. And for me, I know they would only fall apart when you put it onto here, so I leave them away. But if you want to use them for, I want that it's looking like it's the designer intended. So if you're one of the guys who said, I want these here, these tubes, then use something hot. Bend it, use hot air or something like that, and then it stays in the form. But you need heat. Another thing, this is not dirt. I want to say, I smashed my thumb in the door, so that's black blood. Okay, yeah. Not much more to say. I think it's a cute looking set. I think he's really cute looking. I love the face. I love really the head and the rotating ears. So he has a cute face, and he has a unique body. It's no R2-D2, it's no BB-8, it's a really unique body. I like him, I loved him in the game, he's a funny droid, and I think overall this is a good looking display set. It's in no way, in any way, this is a play set for children. This is a display set for adults, or what are they called? Not children, adolescents. Yeah, for the people who play the game or generally like or love Star Wars and want another display set, or they have the UCS R2-D2 and want a companion. Here you have it. This perhaps is, I don't know how big he or how tall he is in the game, and on Wikipedia there is no height in his page. If you know the height of BD-1, please write it in the comments. I want to know how tall he is, because from the game you don't know how high your main character is or the other things around you. It's in space in a different world, so you can't calculate his size on the proportions from the other things. But I believe he's between 60 or 70 centimeters. Perhaps this is a 1x1. I don't know. Perhaps this is a 1x1. I don't know. I don't know. But I like it. So, like I said, the last year ended with Star Wars. The new year started with Star Wars. There are 3 play scale sets from Mould King in the pipeline out of Star Wars with 1400, 1600 and 1800. I believe it's an Imperial Star Destroyer, a Venator and something else. I don't know, I've seen the photos. I will order them and I will build some smaller Star Wars set, because mostly I build only the big UCS sets, and the Chinese companies only make big UCS sets because they know they always sell good, and the normal play scale sets, they are mostly from Lego, and I don't buy Lego at the moment, so I'm really happy that Mould King's making smaller ships for all the fans who they don't have the space. Not everybody has the space for a Monarch Imperial Star Destroyer with nearly 130 centimeters or something like that. So it's nice to get some smaller things. This here is a smaller set, but still impressive through the height, I believe. It's really, and even if you don't know BD-1, if you have people they come to your house and they look at it, and most will say, is this Star Wars? Because it looks like Star Wars, yes? It really, really looks like Star Wars. So if you collect all of them, this is a good set. Not the best set, because design-wise, the 2 studs thing and the 4 studs thing here, and the not so well designed backplate here, but that's only small issues. Overall, it's a pleasant build and a really good looking set. Okay, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support in all the years. And we are making an FAQ video in the next 2 weeks. If you have any questions to us, to me or Gregor, write it in the comments. We will answer them in the FAQ video. I make an additional video only for asking your questions. And if you have any wishes that we should change something or do more or do less special things, write it in the comments, because we want to make the videos for you, not for us. And if you say, oh, we don't like that, or we don't like that, or we want more of that, we will do it if a lot of people are the same opinion. So always, if you have something, write it in the comments. And you know the algorithm likes the comments. So I believe that's one reason a lot of people don't see my videos, because we don't have so much comments, especially in the English version. And another question for you English-speaking folks. I'm considering after 4 years or 4.5 years to really make an only English video, a channel, Brickfreaks Worldwide and Brickfreaks Germany, I don't know. Do you think that's a good opinion? Do you want a dedicated English video channel? Because I believe perhaps it's the better solution. I was always against it, to managing 2 channels and everything, and always change channel before uploading and all that stuff. But I believe overall, perhaps it's better to make an only English channel, because a lot of people don't watch my channel continuously, because German. Perhaps it's better to make it only English. Please write that in the comments. I want to know that. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. I'm Frank, and I catch you. Bye-bye, and I catch you in the next one.